Hi, it's Natalie from An Actress Miss Autism Girl. Welcome back to my channel. So sorry it's been so long since I've made any videos, but I hope you enjoyed this video today because we're going to be ranking the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies and shows that I've seen. Now, just a quick disclaimer. These are the ones I have seen. It does not include every Marvel Cinematic Universe because post-Endgame I have been picking and choosing which I want to see, so it will not include every Marvel Cinematic Universe film and show. But there are a lot that I have seen, so I decided to make this list. Now, this opinion will be very controversial. Please do not attack me later for having a controversial opinion. Anyway, let's get started. So I divided the Marvel movies into different categories. So I'm gonna say for each category from best, worst to best, and then within each category I'm gonna say which movies are worst to best. So let's get started. First, in the bad category at the bottom, we have for our number 5, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now, a lot of people love this movie. I personally didn't. I didn't like the animal cruelty aspect of it. I didn't really care for how they concluded Gamora's arc. And it wasn't funny. Like the first two were so fun because they were funny and humorous, and this just lacked humor. Plus, I didn't really care for the music in this one compared to the first two. So that's why it's at the bottom of the bad category. Probably my least favorite. Well, it is my least favorite, hence why it's the bottom of this list. Next, at number 4, we have Falcon and Winter Soldier. So, this show started out really strong, kind of went downhill, just like most of the MCU shows did. They started out strong and then just kind of fell apart at the end. It was more of a political statement of a show than actually being a good quality show. They were too caught up in the politics. That's why it's toward the bottom. Number 3, we have Ant-Man and the Wasp. So, Ant-Man and the Wasp, the second Ant-Man and the Wasp. I never saw the third one, so that's why it's not on this list. It was kind of just not a very good quality movie, especially compared to the first one, which I thought was actually alright. So, that is why it's this part of the list. I just didn't care for the story. I've only seen it once. It's just not rewatchable for me. Mostly because I didn't enjoy it the first time. Number 1, on the bad category, Iron Man 3. So, Iron Man 3 is kind of like, parts of it were good, like the part where he met Harley Keener. That was really good, but the rest of the movie just was too confusing. I didn't care for it. It was too much done in one movie. I liked the ending, but I didn't really care for in his final statement, but I didn't really care for the movie itself. So that's why it's in the bad category. Our next category is meh. So these are movies that were just meh. Like they weren't bad, they weren't good, they didn't really like them. They just were meh. First, on our list, we have Doctor Strange. Wait, no, I said that backwards. So the worst movie on this list is Thor: The Dark World. So, Dark World was one of those movies that probably got the worst critics rating. One of the worst. It wasn't a great movie. Like, it was important though, because they introduced an Infinity Stone and another Infinity Stone. Since the first one they introduced is the Tesseract, I think. So, but I didn't really care for it. I didn't like the scenes with Eric Selvig and losing his mind. Those weren't very enjoyable for me. Like Darcy, Thor and Jane just kind of was annoying. So yeah, there you go. Next we have Thor Ragnarok. Now, Thor Ragnarok is the best loved Thor movie, but I didn't like it at all. I thought it was trying too hard to be funny and failed. I don't really like things that are trying to be funny and aren't. That's why it's in the meh category. But I didn't think it was as bad as some of these others. So that's why it's in the meh. Next we have, for our next category is movies, ones I liked. So, at the top of this list, we have Age of Ultron. Wait, no. The bottom of this list, I always get it confused, which I'm supposed to start with. Number 21, number 7, we have Black Widow. Black Widow was the first movie that came out in Phase 4. I liked it. It was kind of forgettable. I really liked Yelena Belova, but it just wasn't quite there for me. So, kind of hard to watch at times too. So that's why it is the worst of the liked category. 20, we have Black Panther. Now, this is surprising probably for a lot of people, but Black Panther just wasn't that great for me. It's not rewatchable. In order for it to be a good movie, it's either rewatchable or it made such an impact I don't have to rewatch it again. And it did neither of those things. That's why it's in the liked category. I still liked it. It was a good, deep story. I just didn't really care for it. Next, we have Ant-Man. So Ant-Man is the first Ant-Man. I thought it was pretty decent. It's kind of fun, his redemption arc from a criminal to a hero. He became a criminal again in Civil War, but Ant-Man was good. So next we have Thor, the first one. Now this is surprising. A lot of people didn't like the first Thor, but I liked it. But it was kind of, his redemption was cool, and becoming worthy to get the hammer. Destruction of Loki. It was all pretty cool. So next we have Spider-Man Homecoming. So this movie I really liked. It's probably my least favorite of the 3 Spider-Man though, so that's why it's in the liked category. I liked it, but not that much. Next we have Iron Man 2. So Iron Man 2 is the introduces the character of Black Widow. It's his ego kind of gets out of control. He's dying. It was kind of in Whiplash is the villain, one of the villains. I think there are 2 villains. It's been so long since I've seen Iron Man 2. I don't remember it all that well. Remember it was okay. So that's why it's in this category. So we have Age of Ultron. People didn't like Age of Ultron. I thought it was kind of fun movie. It's kind of unbelievable in a way that crashing an island would destroy the world, but I guess it did. Could. According to this movie, it could. So, yeah, Pietro dying was so sad. So, number 6, next, at the top of the liked list, we have Captain America, the First Avenger. So, this is the first Captain America, kind of like takes place during it's during World War II. They fight Hydra. Very good movie, but not one of my favorites. It's in the liked category. So that's the end of the liked category. Next we're moving on to the loved category. Not the best, but really, really good. So on the bottom of this list we have Hawkeye. Now this was fun. I really enjoyed Hawkeye. I thought it was funny. I loved Kate Bishop, and I loved seeing Yelena Belova again. But it just wasn't the most memorable TV show. So yeah, that's what's at the bottom. Team, we have The Marvels, the newest MCU edition. Very fun movie. I would highly recommend seeing it because even though the box office hasn't been great, I still hope more people see it because it was fun. Next, we have WandaVision. Now, this used to be one of my absolute favorites. Now I'm just kind of realizing I still love it, but it's not one of the best. There are just others that are better. Wanda's character and the Stitches of Grief being betrayed. Next we have Captain America Civil War. This movie is kind of exhausting. I think we're done, and then it goes on for another hour. So, but I still loved it. It was good. I liked that it kind of completed Bucky's arc and introduced Black Panther. There were some cool scenes at the airport. Spider-Man was introduced as well to the MCU, so it was fun. And I love Spider-Man. Next, we have Endgame. Number 10. The second of this category, we have Endgame. So Endgame, Avengers Endgame is the fourth Avengers movie. It's really good. It's the longest one, but it's not one of the best. But I still loved it. Which after I saw it a couple more times, I wasn't sure at the first time I saw it. Now we have, and finally, Avengers Infinity War. This movie was very hard to watch, but it was so well done and so good. It was the entire movie was basically a battle, but it made sense because everything was leading up to this battle. So that's why it is the top of the love list. The best, the very best of the MCU. Right, we have the first Captain Marvel. So this may come as a shock to a lot of people because Captain Marvel isn't a very well liked character, but I really liked the movie. I thought it was really good. I liked Nick Fury's portrayal in it, and the way they portrayed Nick Fury, and really enjoyed her when she unlocks her powers. Really cool. 7, we have number 7 on this list. We have Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I really liked Guardians of the Galaxy 2, not as much as the first one, but it was still really, really funny and really, really good. I love Baby Groot in this movie. Rocket was awesome. So we have Spider-Man No Way Home. Number 6. It's the third of the Spider-Man trilogy. It's really good. I like seeing the villains come back and 2 Spider-Man come back. It's really, really sad. I cry, but it's still a really good movie. Number 5, we have Winter Soldier. Captain America Winter Soldier. The best of the Captain Americas, in my opinion. One of the best in all of the MCU. Such a good movie. The action scenes are awesome. Love Captain America's development in it. The big Winter Soldier reveal. Hopefully you know who Winter Soldier is at this point. It came out years ago. Number 4, we have Spider-Man Far From Home. In my opinion, the best of the 3 Spider-Man. A lot of people may disagree. I really liked it. It was just really, really good. I liked him dealing with the aftermath of Tony Stark's death. And I liked the ending. The ending was shocking, obviously. So, number 3, Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one. So, this is such a funny movie. They introduced another Infinity Stone, and it's all about redemption. Not complete redemption, because they always do something bad, but they still kind of get redeemed. They end up saving the day, so it's good. Number 2, Loki. Especially with season 2 came out, this is one of my favorites. Especially season 2, so good. Love the redemption of Loki in the end. So number 1, the first Avenger movie. I'm very nostalgic about this one. It's the very first one I saw, but it's actually a really good movie too, and I enjoyed it even without seeing no other of the MCU. So that's my ranking for the Marvel Cinematic Universe that I've seen. Hope you enjoy it. If you want this video, please like, comment, subscribe, send me an email in the description below. See you later. Please don't harass me about this ranking.